everyone. All right, we have some serious latte chat to do. So if you don't already know me, I'm Jen. I am a leader with Sipology by Steep Tea, and we are talking all about our fall 2020 season. Now, if you ask me, it is definitely all about cozy sips, which it doesn't get much better than a tea latte. So we're gonna talk about why these are like better than dessert and what you can do to really amp them up. And I'm gonna make one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, trust me. But okay, so first of all, in the catalog here, I just wanna show you, there is a page dedicated to latte mixes. So we do sell some great mixes. There's a London Fog latte, caramel rooibos latte. Those are two of my top faves. There is a Canadian maple latte. Some of these are unsweetened. You will add your own sweetener. Some of these have some sweetener added. But the one thing that I want to tell you about today is that you can make absolutely any tea into a latte. So out of the 100 and some blends of tea in here, you can choose your favorites and you can make a latte. So that's what we're gonna do here today. And the latte mixes that I was just showing you, most of them are a tea grind. So you still steep them like you would a regular loose leaf tea. All right, so the one that I chose to make today, I was having a chocolate mint craving, and we have this amazing cocoa mint black tea. We have had this tea for a long time. And it is still a top favorite of mine. It smells and tastes just like an after eight, and I am a chocolate mint girl all the way. A few others, like I mentioned, the caramel rooibos, the London Fog latte mix is both incredible, and the caramel is a caffeine-free option, which is nice for evenings. And then we have a cozy pumpkin swirl chai, black tea. Any of the chai teas that we have make a really excellent latte, and it is so simple. So I can't wait to show you guys how easy it is. Basically, you're gonna use the same method for any tea that you choose. All right, so I'm just gonna set these aside and we're gonna get started here. All right, so I'm gonna use my tea press just to steep my tea. You can also just use an infuser in your cup. You can use your favorite cup and a steeping bag as well. Our steeping sacks are biodegradable and disposable. All right, but I'm going to use my tea press just to show you how that works. All right, so we're just going to add in a couple scoops of the cocoa mint black tea. And most of these bags of tea and latte mixes, you're going to get like 20 to 30 cups of tea per bag. They last a very long time. All right, we're gonna add our hot water, which I did remember to boil, yay me. All right, and we're gonna just let that steep, black tea, so that's a 2-minute steep. I'm just gonna set my timer here. All right, when that's done, we're just gonna push that down and push the leaves to the bottom. So we'll set that aside. I'm gonna use my bubble cup here. This is one of our double-walled cups, which is awesome for hot teas, lattes, because it's double-walled, so you're not gonna get your hands hot, and your lattes look really pretty in here. So I'm not using the infuser today. I'm gonna take that out, and we're gonna get our milk going. So this is the ticket. If you wanna make lattes, this is what you need. You need to have a milk frother. This is what turns your lattes into fall dreams. All right, so it has like a mesh screen on the bottom, so it's just a hand pump milk frother. Super easy to use, and you can use whatever kind of milk you normally drink. I do find that the lower the fat content of the milk, the better it will froth up. So as far as dairy goes, I usually use skim milk. 1% works great as well. And I do know that almond milk will give a pretty good froth as well. It won't get quite as thick as the dairy will, but it works pretty well. And this doesn't take long. You just have to pump it up for about 30 seconds or so, and once it starts to get thick, you'll start to feel the resistance, and you'll know that it is good to go. So here's some fun you can have though. You can add, actually let's do it, that's what I was gonna do, I totally forgot. You can add a little bit of a liqueur into your latte, to the tea, or you could add it to the milk. So for example, I'm a Bailey's girl, so I will often add a shot of Bailey's into my milk and I froth it all up together. So imagine how delicious that is. So cocoa mint, I'm gonna add a little bit of Kahlua. I am out of Bailey's, but imagine some of these combinations. The amaretto tea with rum chata, any of the chai teas with the rum chata. Bailey's goes good with pretty much anything. And another one that I want to mention is the pumpkin swirl chai, or really any of the chai teas with a pumpkin spice Bailey's, right? So I'm looking for that. I need that. What am I doing here? I think I had a little shot glass. Okay, so I'm just gonna put like a little bit. Okay, there we go. That is going to flavor up my milk froth beautifully. And my tea is done steeping. So I'm just gonna push that down to the bottom. There we go, all done. I finished frothing this up. And I can see that it was already starting to get pretty nice and thick in there. And I'm gonna have a wonderful indulgence to sip on. Okay, so when I make my lattes, I do steep them because we don't add any sweetener to our teas other than a few of the matchas and a few of the latte lines that are pre-sweetened, but all of our teas do not have added sugar, so which is great because you can just add your own. And I usually use honey. I've got a nice jug of local honey here, but you can use like a vanilla syrup, you can use some agave, some sugar, whatever it is that you normally use for your sweetener. I'm just gonna take about a teaspoon of honey here in my cup. We're gonna pour in the cocoa mint tea. And generally speaking, you just wanna do like about half and half tea to milk. And that's up to you. I mean, if you want it less milky, you can do more tea. But that's generally what I do. And it is lovely. Okay, so we're just gonna mix that in, dissolve my honey. All right. And set that honey aside. And let's check out our milk. Okay, so, like, look at that. It is super, 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 it's not even coming off of this thing. Super thick. All right, and I'll just show you how nice and thick. And that is skim milk. So let's just taste it. Because you know it's gonna be good with that Kahlua in there. All right, so tea, froth milk. Top it up with that lovely foam. Oh my God, this is gonna be good. All right, how beautiful is that? How simple was that? Cheers, everyone. Okay, I think I only got foam in that sip. I gotta take another one. Oh yeah, see, guys, this is better than dessert. This is something to serve after supper instead of dessert. So good. I know for me, I do drink coffee in the mornings, and I do love having a latte, but I find that afternoon, like I cut my coffee out years ago. So I try for the most part to not drink coffee in the afternoon unless I'm out and about somewhere visiting or whatever, that's fine. But when I'm just at home and I'm working all day, I love having a tea latte because it's so much easier on the guts, I find. And it's very comforting, and you can drink it in the evening if you choose a non-caffeinated blend. And it's just delicious. It tastes like an indulgence with not a lot of sugar, and it's nice and healthy, all natural. So it's a win-win. And like I said, the milk frother, that is your ticket. That is the toy that you want to have in your cupboard for the fall tea sipping season. All right, thanks guys, and just let me know if you have any questions at all. Cheers.